Hello, I'm Simulated Erk, and welcome to a new series on Episode Erk on Workshop Wednesday. This is Lawn Mowing Simulator. I wasn't too sure if I should put this with Farming Friday, considering that I did a little bit of lawn mowing as a part of Farm Simulator, but I thought it would probably be better suited better suited, who knew, to Workshop Wednesday. So here we are. All I've done so far is I've turned off the music because YouTube doesn't like music, and I've adjusted the screen resolution for my recording purposes. That's all I've done. I've seen about 5 minutes of an early access video that a YouTube creator put out, but that is about it. So let's get into the action. I've got tutorials turned on, so let's see what happens. Play with tutorials. Yes, we'll do that for now. In this mode, you create your own lawn mowing company and build up its reputation. As you expand your company, you can hire employees, purchase more mowers, and unlock new contracts. But first, your company needs setting up with a name, logo, and uniform. Okay. Company name. I'm going to be very boring. Oh, that's like a typewriter sound. I like that. Alright. Alright. Company logo. So I've got a little bit of... Got some logos down the bottom here. Oh, they've given us a few to choose from. 12 logos to choose from. I like that one with the ride-on lawnmower, so we'll do that. Edit player. So now we can change. Enter player name. No guesses for what I'm going to choose. Player avatar. Where's the big bearded blokes? Most of them are clean shaven. What's going on there? I'll go that guy. He's probably the closest to me with a moustache and a little bit of a beard. Change the hat. Well, this is a yellow series because it is Workshop Wednesday and everything on Simulated Erk is color coded, so we'll go the yellow hat. Logo placement front and back. Uniform colors. Primary color. We'll go yellow with some green. Or actually, no, we'll go primary color. Green grass. And Simulated Erk Workshop Wednesday yellow. Conform. Logo placement, we've done that. Uniform. Okay, so we've confirmed all that. Company logo edited by a confirm. Are we happy? Yes, we are. Now you have a company of your own. Well, you will need your first vehicle to get cutting. Select a vehicle. This vehicle is collected with a collector type deck. That means as you cut with it, the grass clippings are sucked into the vehicle's hopper. No piles of grass clippings will be left unless you overload the engine or your hopper is full. Okay. So this is what we have to choose from initially. The Stiga Estate 2048H. A mulcher type deck. This vehicle is equipped with a mulcher type deck. That means as you cut with it, the grass clippings are cut so small that no visible blades are left. No piles of grass clippings will be left unless you overload the engine, which will mean the deck doesn't have the power to cut the grass blades. Do like the look of that. So we've got two to choose from, the Stiga or the Knight. We'll probably go that one to start with, and then that's the Knight. And then later on, we've got others that we can level up to, I guess. But it's not showing me on the main screen, so I won't bother with that. We'll just do this one for now. We'll test drive that one. Yes, I am sure. Lawn Mowing Simulator! And I do like that the loading screen is a lawnmower blade. It just goes round and round and round in the bottom right hand corner. Used to love mowing the lawn, especially as a kid. I'd do all sorts of patterns, racetracks in summer. I'd mow a cricket pitch in. My mum would say to me, just go straight, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. I go, I don't want to go up and down. I want to do circuits and stuff and racetracks and things like that. That's what I want to do. But I never knew how to do things like when you see a sports field and they've got the different stripes and all of that sort of stuff. I never knew how to do that. So maybe this will teach me how to do that. I don't know. So this is part of Workshop Wednesday, bus mechanic and train mechanic simulator, train station renovation. And now lawn mowing simulator. There's a new version of Farm Simulator coming out soonish in the next few months. I must have another go at Farm Simulator, the current version, before the new one comes out. So let's see how we go here. Just waiting for the test drive to load. Here we go. Here you can familiarise yourself with a particular vehicle in conditions similar to a real contract. Approach the vehicle to get on it, use left stick to move and right stick to look around. Okay, so there's some bags that we can put our grass into. Once you are on your vehicle, you will need to get on it, get onto the grass. Each vehicle is slightly different to get going. Follow the steps to get it started at the bottom of the screen. Hold X to start the vehicle's engine. Oh, here we go. What's on the grass, you need to know to get your hang on, I'll turn off the engine. Wanted to turn. The audio for the lawnmower is very loud. Oh, here we go, first person. There's another view. We'll go first person for a while. So that shows me all the... So this, in white, shows me the area that I haven't cut to the required height yet. What we might do, I need to adjust. I need to adjust this audio because it's annoying. Yeah, that should be better. Yeah, that's a lot better. Actually, I might reduce it some more because it's... what if I reduce everything to about a 6? Yeah, I think that might be better because I do want to be able to talk while I'm mowing. So if I sort of keep it at this level, you do get the idea that I'm mowing. So I think the best thing to do first is do what I'm doing now and just do a lap of the initial outside of the boundary or the perimeter. I got stuck on the log, I think. Alright, so I've done the first lap. Because it's a weirdly shaped block, or a weirdly shaped area that I'm doing, this is probably the best way to do it. You know, it's not like a perfect square or a perfect rectangle. Yeah, this audio is much better now. I've lowered the volume. So on the right hand side we've got a gauge with our speed, fuel, and the one that sort of looks like a coffee cup, that'd be how full our collector is before we need to empty it. And also too, it's quite a hilly area that we're mowing, so that's interesting as well. And we've got our engine revs on the right to 2400 RPM. And we've got a progress bar at the top, which says that we've done almost 11% of the area. So that's our second lap. And this would be the way that I would mow at home. I'd be thinking, oh, well, I've done, this many laps now. Where I mowed at home when I was growing up, it was hilly. And it wasn't perfectly flat, and it wasn't perfectly square. I've never ridden a ride-on mower in real life though. Always wanted to. There will probably be bits at the end where I'd have to tidy up, especially around the perimeter. But I'll get the, just continue on this track for now. And then later on towards the end we can tidy that up. So I wonder if they'll actually let us test ride the other mower as well. Considering we are doing all this free labour of mowing their grass for them. You can see the initial strip that I did. Great. In a real contract, however, you'd expect it to cut all the grass. When a contract has been completed, you have to drive your vehicle back on the trailer to end it. Okay, so... Now it says to reverse onto the trailer. Why can't I just drive straight onto it? Let's see what happens if I just drive straight onto it. Warning, reverse the vehicle towards the grass bag to empty the collector. You didn't tell me that bit. Hang on, so let's drive up to it. Oh no, we'd have to reverse it. Different camera view. You know, this is a little bit cheating, but I want to be able to show you what it's like. Hold A to empty the grass collector. That's cool. So that's done. And now we're going to drive. I'm going to drive onto the trailer and see what happens. Okay, so it was fine to drive it on. So that was cool. So that was our test. I want to see if it wants us to ride the other one. Because while you might think, oh yeah, that one's pretty good, unless you actually drive the other one, well, who knows at this stage. Lawn mowing simulator. So that was quite cool. I actually wanted to finish that, but because I wanted to see how long it would take for the grass to fill up and then get to the stage where I was mowing around the trees and that sort of thing. But that was just a basic introduction into how to work the controls and things like that. So it's pretty simple when you think about it, really. It does seem to take a while to load in. So I'm guessing over time you can buy more mowers and buy different mowers. After completing the test drive, you can now purchase the vehicle, or if you like, you can test the other vehicle. Well, I am going to test the other vehicle. Top speed, 7 kilometers an hour. Alright, so we're going to test ride the other vehicle. Now, I wonder if it's going to take us back to the same spot. If it's going to take us to the same spot and we can see how much we made before. Probably not. It is probably going to be the same place. But back to 0%. But we'll see how we go. I haven't looked to see how much either of these vehicles would cost, but I want to ride both of them without thinking of the money aspect. There is, I think, a free roam mode, but we're going to start with career and see how we go. Always increase your throttle before starting your blades. If you start a vehicle's blades before increasing the throttle, you will stall the engine. So there doesn't seem to be any... Okay, the blades have gone. Here we go. Okay, so we're at the same place. We're at 0% again, obviously. There's our lawnmower. Alright, let's get on. Get on vehicle. Okay, we're not going to worry about the cart height until we actually get on. Alright, so we're going to change the cut height. Alright, let's go to first person. Now this is probably going to be the more expensive one. Right, let's see. Okay, so it looks fairly similar in terms of the animation of the cut grass. So probably, I'm just trying to sort out the camera angle. I probably do want to see, able to see the wheels. Yeah, that's looking pretty good actually in terms of where we should be located. It is a bit of trial and error on this episode because we haven't, this is our first time, so we don't have, for some reason, a progress bar this time. And because the because it's mulching, there's no collector. And it also seems, although I could be wrong, it also seems to be a bit quieter as I go through the trees. It's interesting that this one seems quieter. I am going slow because this is my first lap. So I don't know if I should be mowing those things or not. Now I am going slower. The RPMs are higher, the engine revolutions, but it does seem quieter. I don't know if I... Yeah, I think I probably should be. Because I'm not sure if they're weeds. I think they could be weeds, I'm not sure. I did actually download, there was one weekend where you could actually play this for free as a demo, but I thought, oh, I'll download the demo and then I'll get to it later, but I could only play it on that weekend, which I didn't do. So we're coming up to the end of our first lap. And as we saw last time, it's not perfectly square, so it is a little bit more difficult to just do up and down until you've although I'd probably with this, how it's so oddly shaped, I'd probably just keep on doing this for the entire time. They've certainly gone into some effort to with their animations and what is surrounding the grass, you know, neighbouring properties and that sort of thing. I bet you after all of this it'll say, oh, you can't afford the black one, you're going to have to use the yellow one to start with. Contract complete, reverse onto the trailer, but what if I don't want to? Let's see how fast this thing can go. Oh, I overloaded the engine then. So that can be a thing if you go too fast and going up and down hills, Dukes of Hazzard style, I guess. Because I am going against the grain of the hill or the angle of the hill, really. So we've raised the blades. We've turned the blades off. Oh, we need to raise the... Okay, so we've now tested both mowers after this screen. When using a side discharge mower, plan your cut direction to avoid spraying grass clippings on paths and avoid fines. So you can get fined as well. Wow, okay. So that's interesting. And in the real world, you'd know straight away which way the grass flies, and so which way you need to go. So you probably work from there. Do what we were doing there, working from the outside in, and that's probably what you'd have to do. So I'm guessing we're about to get a choice of which mower we start with, and then we get our first contract, and then we'll actually have to mow the entire thing, not just 10% of it or whatever. But we'll do our first contract on the next episode. But it'll be decision time. I wonder what's going to happen in terms of, okay, alright, so let's compare the two. Okay, so we've got this one, which was the yellow one. So the black one's a mulcher. That's the one we just did. I reckon we just get the we'll get the yellow one to start with, and we can always upgrade. Hang on. Are you sure you want to purchase? So this is the yellow one is £2,149, and this one is 26. Let's do this one. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, so we have purchased our first mower. This is the contract map. So we can select a contract. And the front garden of the old Nook cottage will be our very first one. So that will be what we're doing on the next episode. I've been Simulator Dirk, you've been wonderful. We'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. And please watch out for mowers or something like that. I'm sure I'll think of something to say at the end by the time we get to episode 7 probably. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now. Stay safe out there.